Hey, so I'm starting to see a lot of clips on these different protests that's going on with ICE and stuff like that. I don't like to get too involved in any of this stuff, but sometimes you gotta make some points that I think are important. And it's starting to remind me of back during the defund the police movement, where with all this division and the press was really jumping all over it. So I just want to throw out some facts for food for thought for you. You know, President Barack Obama back in 2016 deported 415,000 immigrants back to their home countries. That's a fact. You can look it up. And it's predicted, they don't have the numbers yet, that the Trump administration will have deported for 2025 300 to 315,000 non-voluntary immigrants. Yet you're seeing so much more news on what's going on. So you might say, well, back when Obama was doing it, you know, they were doing it a lot more peacefully, and the things going on now weren't going on then. So I want to bring you up to another fact. Tom Homan was President Barack Obama's chief immigration officer. He oversaw all arrest, detainment, and deportation. The guy, Tom, received the Presidential Rank Award in 2015, which is one of the highest ranking awards a federal agent can receive. He got that from Barack Obama. This same gentleman is running the process for President Trump. Same guy. Yet now he's being compared to Hitler and being called a fascist. So why is that? So why are we seeing all these situations? Well, let's think about this. If back when President Obama deported 415,000, do you think it's fair to say that 10% of those cases things went wrong? Okay, well, that'd be about 40,000 approximately. Well, what if you thought that number was too high? Do you think it'd be fair to say that 1% of those cases went wrong? Well, that would be 4,000. How about 0.01%? That'd be 400. How about 0.001%? That'd be 40. So do you think it's fair to say that 40 of those cases may have gone bad? What do you think would happen then if the media took 40 cases of things gone wrong and put it all over the place? Do you think that that would be a fair depiction of what was really happening with the deportation process? 0.001%. Of course not, right? But it's all you would see. So you would immediately think things are bad. So all I'm suggesting is that the media plays on our emotions. They love division. They did it during COVID with vaccinations, and they did it during the defund the police movement. This is not to say that there aren't cases that go bad. This is not to say that we shouldn't have justice and we shouldn't have processes and policies in place to ensure people of authority are doing things the way they're supposed to do. And this is not to say that things don't go wrong. And this is also not to have empathy for lives that have been lost and for families that are going through some of this stuff. What is to say is to look at the facts behind the emotions and realize what is happening with the media. They love division, and they are taking situations that don't represent the whole, that are essentially being run by the same guy that was in charge back during President Obama's presidency, and they are sensationalizing everything that is going on, not because they're taking a case and making it something it's not, but they are taking cases and making it seem as if that's the whole picture when it is not. So keep this in mind as you're looking at this, and keep this in mind when you start to get angry and you start to get upset and you start to get divided, that that's exactly what they want from us, division.